Well, good evening. It's February the 18th, I believe. 18th or 19th. I can't remember for sure. 19th, Friday. Yeah. Well, just was on the phone again with hospital in Kelowna. Was there for a couple of days. Uh, well, I know actually I was in and out one day. the Looking at things to do for aneurysm. I guess I got a couple of aneurysms. One pretty bad, 5 centimeters, 2 inches, way too big. So I'm supposed to go in and have surgery on March the 9th. And it's been phone calls back and forth and questions and questions. And, oh my God. Then I went in and had CT scans on my chest again. And doctor from Kelowna phoned me and said that he figured that I'd most likely outlive the cancer, chest, uh, chest cancer or whatever, lung cancer. He said it's not defined, so he said we should just leave it. I said that's fine with me. So I'll be going in, I guess, on the 8th to have, I think, one aneurysm cut and blocked right off, the big one, and the small one they're going to put a stent in. I wouldn't have known this at all unless I ended up December 20th going into emergency because I had what I thought was diarrhea so bad that I couldn't eat or do anything for days. But I had actually given myself food poisoning at home. I don't know. I had too much junk in the fridge and I didn't know how old it was. And I didn't know what it was from or whatever. But it took a good 10 days to get over that. I couldn't believe how tough that food poisoning can be. But anyway, got over it finally, whatever. So now I've got to deal with aneurysms. So I hope nothing happens between now and March the 8th. So, yeah, we had a week of winter. Maybe that was our winter. 1 week, cold weather. We're getting back up into the you know, melting age now of 30, 40 degrees Celsius, 2 or 3 or Fahrenheit, 2 or 3 Celsius. So they'll start melting again. Yeah, the I booked a cruise to Caribbean, November 25th. I hope this crap and coronavirus is over by then. I hope so. I'm toying with the idea to book another one for forget what it is now. December the 9th or something. 9th to the 19th, or December 12th. 12th to the 19th, from San Diego to Mexico, 7-day cruise to Mexico and back. I don't know. It's this Players Club thing where they give you a free cabin. I just pay the tax and the port fees, and I have to pay another couple $100 because They want you to go to the casino. So I pay about 200 or something. They give me back 200 or 250 that can be spent in the casino if I have to go to play in the casino. But I don't have to, but I expect you to. And you have to play that $200 back. You can't. You have to play that right out before you can win a dime. So they're getting about 200 bucks for sure out of a person, but they're supplying a free cabin, which I'd have to pay 700-800 bucks for or more. And the only way that this works is free, so I get to go single. And because I told her, I said, free is free. One is free, two is free, whatever. So I said, it's the only way. Otherwise, I couldn't afford to cruise at all. I couldn't afford to take a cruise. No way. It gets so damn expensive. They just don't have single cruising hardly. They have some, but not very cheap and not very good. Oh, we got all the services, actually, the shallow services are in at Desert Cove. Just made it in time before the cold snap. But now they got a lot more to do. Got street lights to put in, roads to build up, get ready. Eventually got to do paving and got to do curbing. A lot of stuff to do yet. Houses get 67 new lots there. And already there's 11, I think, sold. And we haven't got any power or roads or anything. We're building on them anyway, with generators and stuff like that. That's just crazy, eh? Yeah. Last year we sold 1 in January. This year we've sold 11 so far. And I don't understand where people are coming from. So anyway, I'd have to fly to Fort Lauderdale. If I book another one, the Mexico Riviera cruise, and I fly from Fort Lauderdale to San Diego for about 138 bucks. And then San Diego and home. So I don't know. I bought cancellation insurance on them. I had 2 other cruises I had to cancel on account of this. Got my money back. But I can cancel as close as 24 hours before it goes if I want to. So I don't know. I wouldn't mind taking advantage of that, or a winter holiday kind of thing. That'd give me 3 weeks, cruising for 3 weeks. Not bad. Not bad. Back in December, it will be December the 19th. Be a bit of a winter break, not too much. But I haven't decided on that. I can only put that off for another, maybe a week, or it won't be available. But anyway, so much for that. When the old carcass gets to my age, you never know what can happen. I'll be 87 in about 2 months. About 2 months, I guess. March, April, yeah, 2 months. Put in there to the day. So I'm thinking of going into a care home thing with the meals and all that. And I'm looking at one of the older, the first one that was ever built in Vernon Rest Home. It's on 2 acres, sitting in behind all the apartments. You don't even know it's there. It's on a creek. It's got a nice landscape, 2-acre lot around it. And it's 48 units, and all one level. They're most reasonably priced in Vernon, that's for sure. And I just for some reason would feel, I think, more comfortable in a place like that. These new places are trying to be so fancy and so phony. To me, phony. I couldn't stand that. I couldn't go there. But this business of cooking for myself is getting to be a pain. Yeah, not well, I don't know. It seemed to be okay for a while, but it's getting worse all the time, I think. The only problem is I got an 800 square foot unit here, which is pretty good size. And if I move in there, I get one room, a bedroom, basically, and a bathroom. I don't know if I can handle that, but I guess I could. Because I'm looking at that as my last move, and or I think it's my last move. Who knows? I don't know. But they've got parking. You can park a car there. They've got scooter sheds and dining rooms and all the stuff. And I got a chapel, which interests me. Yeah, I like that. I don't know if they use it or who uses it, but if I go there, I'm gonna use it. Yeah. So for anyone who ever watches this, we had a 7-day winter in the 2021 winter. That's the shortest winter I've ever seen out here. And actually, the snowfall hasn't been really that great. It's getting to the point where it's going to warm up and it's going to rain instead of snow. But I think it's only another 40 days till spring, or 35 days or something. That's good. Yeah. Donna's not doing very well. My wife Donna, not doing well at all. She's in a care home, been locked in since March. How do you like that? She's had a stroke, 2 heart attacks. She's got a cancer lung in her chest that they can't operate on. And she's, I think they said she's down to 78 pounds now. Hardly anything, nothing left of her. And I think to myself, how miserable is that to end up after having a family and 3 kids and then doing that, what she did. After 46 years, she decided she didn't want anything to do with me anymore. I told her that was a bad thing to do. I said, when you get old, you don't want to be alone. That's what I have to do, but I guess she found out that's most likely true now. But the thing is, to suffer like that, I have prayed and asked God to be merciful to her, because I don't want her to suffer. I didn't want her to suffer like that. I've forgiven her for everything. I made sure I went up to the hospital and basically physically told her that I forgive her. And she just went out. But anyway, I had to do that. It wasn't a question of whether I wanted to or, well, most I didn't want to, but I had to do it. It was an act that you have to do. Most people don't want to forgive people that have done things to them. But If you don't forgive, you won't be forgiven. That's just absolute fact. And I can't have that. I can't live with that. I mean, I can't carry grudges around and expect God to forgive me. No, I know that. Anyway, so much for that. I well, let's call it good for today. Thank you very much.